Do you own or rent your home? Sure you do, and I bet it can be hard work. You know what's easy? Bundling policies with Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle your homeowner's or renter's insurance along with your auto policy. It's a good thing, too, because you already have so much to do around your home. Go to geico.com, get a quote, and see how much you could save. It's Geico Easy. Visit geico.com today. That's geico.com.
Getting your Sunday fun day in gear.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
I'm talking about the guy they call the Motorman.
Healing your wheels for 41 years. AM 790 KABC is proud to present LA radio legend, the Motorman.
Yeah, baby.
Leon Kaplan.
Sunday morning, 790 KABC. You know the Motorman's talking to you and me. Yeah.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning again, I should say. Well, you're here with the second hour of the Motorman Show, 1-800-222-KABC. The numbers to get into the Motorman Show. This is where I put the romance back into all types of vehicles. And yes, I have a motto. My motto is I have a passion for sharing. So do you have an old car or something you'd like to share with my listeners as well as myself? Give the Motorman a call at 1-800-222-KABC. Never too late to have a happy childhood, but the second one is up to us and no one else. Okay, let's see. This is not a BS show. It's a CS show. It's customer service, and I think above all, common sense. You know, it's a real radio show, and so we like to have some fun along the way. In fact, if you've missed any part of the Motorman Show or would like to just hear it all over again, well, here's your chance. Now there's Motorman Leon Kaplan on demand. Just go to KABC.com and click on demand. There you'll find previously broadcasted programs of my shows.
That's all I listen to.
That's good. That's Leon Kaplan on demand at KABC.com. There you can read my bio and you can see mainly what a good-looking guy I am. I got a picture of myself there, so it's pretty good. I didn't even dress up for that picture, so it's going to be a pretty good picture. I'm here with my son, Lance, here. Good morning again, Lance.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program, and I hope everybody's staying safe and well. And, again, I want to thank all the first responders who've been working very, very hard to keep us going. So, anyway, let's have another fun hour. I've got lots of news here. We're coming out with another car. What we need is another brand of vehicle. It's been out before, but now it's coming back. That's just what we need, another car. Peugeot is going to start fitting into the U.S. market. So they're going to be coming back to the United States, and they're all good cars today. I don't know really any cars that are just bad cars. Do you know, son, something you just think is bad? I mean, everything, if it's bad, it's not going to sell. They have to keep up with all the electronics and things of this nature. So,
I mean, who knew that Hyundai was going to come back?
No.
Yeah, Hyundai was kind of a throwaway car. You buy it.
They come back.
Now they're beautiful. And
strong. 100,000-mile warranty, you know. Anyway, let's take some phone calls. We got a phone call. I got lots of news to talk about, but
electric cars, though. They get you hot, man.
Oh, yeah, electric cars. Well, it's not that. It's just the trades that gets me upset. But they're trying to stop coal and oil and all of this thing gets me very upset when you stop. I'm a tradesman, if that's such a word, a tradesman. I like trades. People work hard, and most of the people in this country work by trades and not by sitting in offices, let's say. I don't want to upset some people there. Okay, let's go and speak to Brian. Brian, welcome. Oh, wait a minute. I just cut Brian off. Brian, could you call back? I hit the wrong button. God, did it again. I got this.
Come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
Do we need to have a training session after the show?
So today's just something's going haywire today. Call right back, Brian, and I'll put you right up there, Brian. Let's go and speak to Les first, and I'll go right back to Brian. I hit the wrong button.
Morning, Les. How you doing?
Morning, gentlemen. I'll take you back to one of your favorite places inside the combustion chamber.
Oh, good. Thank goodness.
Of a gasoline engine. Okay, now every piston has 3 piston rings on it, and the bottom one is the oil ring.
Well, some will have most cars.
Yeah.
Most have 3 rings on it. There are some that has an extra ring at the bottom on some working vehicles. But basically, all intents and purposes of this, most pistons have 3 rings on them. That is correct.
So I'm talking about the bottom one, which is the oil ring.
That's correct.
So now, when they put that in there, they design it so it'll spin around on the piston and clean the oil off the sides of the cylinders?
No, it scrapes the oil off. It's like a squeegee.
Okay.
It squeezes the oil down off the cylinder wall.
But if a carbon gets in that ringland in there, then the oil ring can't spin around, and it gets stuck, and then it'll wear out the side of the cylinder.
The ring doesn't really spin around. It's like a two-purpose ring. It's got one at the top, one at the bottom, real small, and it's open in the center, so the oil would scrape off and go down. Now, if the engine is worn out and it's got a lot of play in the cylinder, then therefore the ring will have a gap in it and will not do clean. That's why as an engine gets older and older and older, it'll start using oil.
Yeah. So they say you can rev the engine up and then let it slow down, like go up near red line and then take your foot off the gas and let it slow back down, and that'll clean the carbon out of the cylinder and out of the ringlands.
And also buy you a new engine. You rev the engine up to red line sitting there, and you may be buying some parts for that engine pretty soon.
So don't do it when you're sitting there, but they say to do it in second gear and go up to 70 and then let it slow back down, and that'll blow all the carbon out of the cylinder.
Well, first of all, let me say this. That's an old wives' tale, and it maybe used to work at one time, but now very few engines have carbon in the engine. With the leaded fuel today and fuel injection, you don't see a lot of carbon in the pistons. Lance will even admit, we've taken engines apart in our shop that have 200,000-300,000 miles, and the cylinders are clean. There's no carbon to even take off, right, son?
Oh, that is so good to know.
Yeah, you can sleep tonight.
You're a godsend.
No, don't be revving that engine and going real fast, or you're going to end up buying some parts for that engine. It's going to cost you a lot of money.
Well, I'm talking about the North Star engine. They say it's designed to be driven hard, but
no, anyway. Yeah, that's all aluminum engine with aluminum heads and everything.
Yeah.
I would not drive of all the engines. That's the engine I would drive very hard.
Okay. So I'll take your advice. Well, do you know what STP stands for?
No, what does it stand for?
Studebaker Truck Parts.
Well, Studebaker's the first one that came out with the STP.
So it really is Studebaker Truck Parts.
Probably is. Probably.
No joke.
Thanks for your call, Les. I appreciate the call. Let's go and get to Brian. Brian, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button there. It's my apology.
That's okay, Leon. I had a quick question, or maybe not quick. I had a engine replaced in my Integra. It threw a piston, I guess. I wanted a rebuilt engine. Instead, the mechanic said, I've got a good engine here for you, a used engine. So we put it in. Within weeks, it was smoking. Ooh. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I took a chance, and I'm stuck with it. Well, I went to another mechanic, and he looked at it, and he says, that's not even the right engine for your car. It's a truck engine. There's a good chance when you take it to get smogged, they're going to see that it's the wrong engine, and they're not going to smog it. What are your thoughts?
Well, most smog people are not technicians where they notice the type of engine it's in. But it's very possible that if anybody was to check the serial number and see that it's not a matching number, then it could possibly affect the smog. But, you could almost go back to the guy that put it in and says, you didn't sell me the right engine.
Right.
It may be something legal there. I'm not an attorney, but it may be something legal there that he should have put the engine, unless you authorize that engine to put in there, should have put the same engine that came out of the car on a late model car.
Right. Okay.
I would go back to that guy and say, hey, I got a problem, or we got a problem, or you got a problem. This is the wrong engine in this car, and I can't get.
Okay,
you could try to get it smogged,
legal issues,
and then see what the smog says about it, and then you could go back to him.
Now the problem with these.
Go ahead, son.
Well, the problem with these motors that some of these technicians are using, they got 50,000 miles on them. Oh, yeah, they're good. You put them in, but they don't. Once you put it in and if something's wrong, the customer needs to pay to pull it back out, put another one in. It's just not the right thing to do. That's a big gamble.
It's a big gamble when you get a used engine. You don't know what the mileage was, how it was treated, things of this nature. It used to be years ago, everybody would go to the wrecking yard. Don't call it a junkyard anymore, the wrecking yard, and get a used engine and put it in the car. But if it is the wrong engine, I would go back to the guy and install it and say, hey, you didn't do the right thing by me. I wanted the same engine, and it should have been the same engine, unless he said and told you, and it's on the invoice, that it's not exactly the same engine, but it'll fit and work fine.
No, I was never told anything like that.
No, I'd go back and talk to him. You could see if it gets smogged. If it works okay and runs okay, you could check and see if it gets smogged. But I would be very leery about it, just to make sure. You may get another opinion to make sure it is the difference. Most truck engines are similar to the same, so I'm just going to be curious to know if it is a truck engine.
Well, I had another mechanic check it, and he looked at the number, and he says, "Yeah, this was definitely a truck engine." I guess he looked the serial number up or something, but he said, "Yeah, that's not it."
Okay, don't say anything to the smog person. But if it fails, then you could go back to the guy and say, "Hey, this is the wrong engine in this car."
Right. Okay.
Give it a whirl and let me know what happens.
I will. Thank you, Leon.
All right, thank you very much,
Brian.
Have
a good day.
Have a good day. Have a great day. You know, trades. More of the Motorman Show coming up right here at Talk Radio 790 KABC. But first, Budget is having a one-day massive special day today. You know, selling off all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs like you've never seen before. Now's the time to take advantage of some great deals. You don't want to miss out on for the month of February, I guess. Budget is offering financing as low as 1.99% on approved credit. Budget offers well-maintained, exclusive lease returns, demos, daily rental returns at a very low price. Budget also will take your trade-ins paying top dollar as well as on-the-spot financing. And for the month of February, here's just a few of examples of the 175 cars they have available for sale. A spotless, and I mean spotless, 2021 Kia Soletto, and it's all-wheel drive, by the way, too. I want to mention that, all-wheel drive with only 300 miles. Yes, only 300 miles. A spotless Honda Accord with only $15,999 plus tax and license. A 2020 Volkswagen Passat with only 3,000 miles. A 2020 Toyota CHR with only 700 miles. Don't wait, folks. I repeat, don't wait. Call Budget now at 562-407-2800. That's 562-407-2800. And ask about I can't say this word, but their gift. They're going to give you a special gift day for just taking a test drive. Just go to Budget Car Sales, take a test drive, and you will get a gift today. Folks, these are new cars selling at used car prices, so call Budget today at 562-407-2800. That's 562-407-2800. They may be giving away free cars. I don't know. And just tell them the one and only Motorman sent you.
When no one else dared, we did.
KABC, Los Angeles, AM 79.
LA's first talk station. Talk Radio 790 KABC.
That sounds electric to me. Sounds good. Welcome back, everyone, to the Motorman Show. I was out flying this week, and I was at an airport, and I met a lady there. We were talking. I overheard them talking about it, and she's She's only 27 years old, and she was an airline